The next grab bag contestant was introduced earlier. She is the cook behind Good Grief Cook, and she got chicken quarters. So here, showcasing chicken quarters, is the always amazing Lisa Keys.
Hello, Sous Vide community. My name is Lisa Keys, and welcome to my kitchen in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. I am an award-winning home cook and writer of the food blog, Good Grief Cook, and always up for a challenge and an experiment and a contest. So here I am at the Grab Bag Challenge, where I luckily received chicken leg quarters. Really, I did not feel so lucky. I wanted potatoes. I have never sous vide chicken. So today I am learning, along with you, about how to deal with this bird. He has a drumstick, a thigh, and then a piece of the back, which is, that's going in the soup pot. I'm going to butcher this thing, and what I did with it was I lollipopped the drumstick. And if you don't know how to lollipop a drumstick, there's tons of videos on YouTube on how to do that. But basically you're pushing all the meat down and cleaning this bone, removing all the stuff you don't want to eat, like tendons and other yucky pieces of chicken, leaving the skin on. The other piece is a boneless thigh. I took that bone out, left the skin on. Now the thigh is going to get turned into a crispy fried chicken that's going to go on an Asian-inspired steam bun with a ginger slaw and some pickled red onions, a little hoisin sauce. Delicious. It's one of my award-winning recipes, only this time we're doing it sous vide style. This lollipop, we're going to end up grilling it in the end. I'm going to season it with some big green egg barbecue rub and then glaze it with a whiskey glaze, which I made. So both of these are just going to get a little bit of seasoning, big green egg going on the lollipop, and it's 148 on my immersion circulator. And then on the thigh, I'm using a little bit of Trader Joe's Mushroom and Company umami seasoning. I think has that Asian-inspired feel to it, okay? So all I'm doing is seasoning these up. I'm going to vacuum seal them and then put them in the immersion circulator, 148 for 3 hours. Now, I knew nothing about sous videing chicken, so I turned to my guru of everything sous vide, Amazing Food Made Easy with Jason. If you have any questions ever about how to cook anything, start with amazingfoodmadeeasy.com. And then, you cook it once and then you make your adjustments from there. You want something cooked a little more, a little less, you can do that, okay? So I'll see you in 3 hours. Thanks. Place them in a single layer. See you in 3 hours. So while the chicken's cooking, I'll show you how to make this really delicious slaw that'll go on the steam bun. It's so easy. All it is half a cup of mayo, third of a cup of brown sugar. I use light mayo. You can use whatever mayo you like. Darker brown, I use dark brown sugar, not light. Then a little bit of unseasoned rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons going in. I like a little heat in the dressing, so I use this Mom's Mala Sichuan chili sauce. It's really good. It has lots of, yummy little flakes and flavorings in it. The chili oil, it packs a punch, it's spicy, so you just have to decide how much you like. I'm gonna throw in a nice teaspoonful. Then my favorite is fresh grated ginger. I grate it on a microplane, and just about half a tablespoon or so, and then some chopped fresh cilantro goes in there too. And that is it for the dressing. Just, stir it, whisk it, get it all together. I don't know if you can see all that in there. And then I just use this rainbow slaw. I mean, you can shred your own cabbage if you like. You can add anything else to it. You can add some green onions if you want. That would be good. Some sesame seeds would be good. I just threw the whole bag in there. Toss it all together, and that is the slaw ready to go on top of the Asian chicken, fried chicken, sous vide chicken, steam bun. And why do we sous vide the chicken? Well, because we want it pasteurized and we want it to stay really nice and juicy. I don't need to brine it to make it juicy. The sous vide basically cooks it through, and then we only deep fry it for about 2 minutes or until the coating on the outside gets golden brown. So that's it. We sous vide to keep the chicken juicy, tender, and I think you'll really like it. I hope I will. It's my first time doing it. So I almost forgot to season the slaw. And honestly, if you want compliments on your food, don't forget to season it. A little bit of salt, just some kosher salt, and some black pepper. I love black pepper. And that just finishes it off. You have this beautiful, crispy, crunchy slaw, rainbow slaw, with the ginger and the heat from the Sichuan sauce, cilantro, really fresh. It'll be really good on the sandwich, I promise. So the 3 hours is up and the chicken is done. I let it rest for 15 minutes in a 50-50 ice water bath. And while that was happening, I turned on the grill, so that's preheating. In the back, I have my steam buns going, and this is the brand I use. They're called Mandarin Buns, Peking style, from Chef Han. I buy them frozen at the Asian store. And oil heating, I have peanut oil in there to about 350, 375 degrees. And then this is my whiskey barbecue sauce, which I'll give you the recipe for that later. This is my dredge for the fried chicken. It is a tempura batter mix that I season with some salt. And then this is a mix of buttermilk and egg and a little bit of hot sauce. Again, you can use any kind of dredge you like, but this is what I do. So first thing I'm going to do is get the thighs out of this bag, and you can see how lovely they are. I'll put them here. And then I will take the drumsticks, the lollipops. See, and they're cool enough that I can pick them up. There's lots of gelatin attached to them. They look great. I'm going to put them down on a different plate. Get this out of our way. Grab some paper towels, and I'm going to just dry off the thighs a little bit. I'm just patting them with the paper towels. Turn them around, do the other side. And once I have them fairly dry, I'm just going to drop them into the dry mix. Also on the stove back there are all the bones, making some stock. Okay, thighs in the dry mix. Give them a good turn. Shake it off, drop it into the buttermilk. You know the drill. Now, after I get them turned in the buttermilk, what I do is, let me just get them all coated. I take some of that leftover buttermilk that's not clinging to the chicken, and I pour that into the tempura dry mix. Just a couple of tablespoons, I just pour it around. And then with my fork, I try to make clumps. And then I will take the chicken, put it back into this dry mix, hoping that these clumps cling to the chicken. And when you deep fry that, you get the most wonderful crispy bites. So messy, but I guarantee you this is worth it. It's so good. All right, so this chicken anyway, it looks really good. It's pretty much fully cooked. I'm just going to pat these clumps with some more of the dry mix to the chicken. Can you see what that looks like? It's all clumpy. Same thing on the other piece. Make sure it's, you know, nice and coated and dry before you add it to that hot oil. Okay. There it is. Chicken is in the hot oil. I'm just going to wipe off my hands. And then all I'm going to do with these lollipops, it's sizzling away over there. Pick them up, dip them in the sauce. Coat them really well. And then those I will bring out to the grill. I think I will leave them on the grill about 10 minutes. And that's it. Okay, when I come back, I'll show you everything all finished. Okay, so let's take a look at everything. First, these drumsticks. They look great, they smell good. They're hot right now, but I can still pick them up by the bone. They're glistening, they look juicy. Let me cut into it. I'm afraid to bite it because it's hot. Well, you can see, I hope you can see, it's super juicy inside. Looks perfectly cooked. Oh boy. It just like melts in your mouth. That's perfect. I had those on the grill for about 10 minutes and really, really delicious. Nothing stringy, just tender, juicy, flavorful. Now, let's build this sandwich. Usually what I do, whoops, hoisin sauce flying around, is I put a little bit of hoisin on the bottom of the steam bun. Just spread it around a little. That helps hold on to this slaw, which I put on next. Just a little bit over the bottom. It's really yummy. And our chicken. Here's our chicken. Crispy on the outside. I'm pretty sure it's going to be super juicy on the inside if it's anything like the drumstick. And I like to put a little bit more slaw on top. And these pickled onions, pickled red onions, which counterbalance the sweetness of the salt, the slaw. Add some more crunch. It's just pretty, the colors. And a little bit more of cilantro on there. A couple of extra leaves. Just pick them off. And that is your sous vide and deep fried chicken steam bun, Asian inspired. Total winner. Now let me cut it in half, show you what it looks like in the middle. Here you go. Juicy chicken, fully cooked. Gonna go in for the big bite. Lots of texture. Crispy, crunchy, juicy. Steam bun is soft. So good. That's it. That's my grab bag challenge in a nutshell. Chicken two ways, both super juicy and delicious, and so easy with the sous vide method. Thanks for watching. Thanks ISVA. Happy fall, everybody.
Whew, that looked amazing. I love that Lisa gets something she's never cooked before and she just busts out a multi-component dish that looks like something that you could get at a fancy restaurant. That looks amazing. I definitely need to follow that recipe and give that a shot. Lisa will be up later, and we'll have to see if she is considering cooking sous vide chicken again after doing that the first time that she's ever done it. That's super impressive.